Okay, next will be the set of very useful commands in AutoCAD, the so-called modify command. So let's start first with erase. So from the word itself, alam na po natin yung function niya. That is to delete unnecessary or unwanted objects in your screen. So sabihin natin I have a rectangle here, I have a circle, I have an ellipse. Okay. And let's see erase. This is the icon of erase. You can click here, and after activating the command, you are prompted to select object. Select object, nagpapalit po yung cursor, nagiging pick box po siya. Okay? So, click this one. Okay? So, if you want to erase that and this, enter. Okay? If you want to cancel the last action, you just have to do Control Z for undo, or pwede rin pong you enter. Okay? Let's say naman you have more objects. Let's create more lines. Yan. And then E-enter. Let's say you want to erase several objects. Kung isa lang yan, okay lang. But if multiple selection, so what you can do is you pick from right going left. As you can see, meron tayong lumilitaw na selection area, which is the cross selection area. It's color green. Ibig sabihin yan, all of the objects na tinamaan po ng green area are automatically selected. The counterpart or yung opposite naman po niyan, the opposite naman po is when you pick from left going right. So even if tinamaan siya ng blue selection area or window selection, hindi siya nasa-select. It must be fully enclosed or it must be entirely inside the blue area para selected siya. So let's say sinelect pa natin yung second segment. There you go. Is being selected. Okay? So, this applies to any command that requires you to select object. Say, we want to delete those. Yan. So, nag-blur po sila or nag-darken ng konti or nabawasan po ng brightness. That is to indicate that they are under the selection mode of the current command. Okay? So, enter. And again, if you want to cancel the last action, you can do U, enter. And you can actually do a series of undo commands. Okay, kahit ilan yan, ika-cancel po niya. Next is copy. Copy is to duplicate objects. So, shortcut is CO, enter. Again, select object. You can use the pick box. You can do window selection. You can do cross selection. So, just be careful on which one to use. Baka kasi you pick from here, ayaw mo ma-select yung rectangle but accidentally tinamaan siya. So, check nyo na lang po, okay? If you want to do pick box na medyo dikit-dikit sila, pwede din po. Say we wanted that, enter. Specify base point or hawakan. Let's say dito, we will be using the object snap midpoint. Yan. You can pick, you can pan. Gusto mo doon, dito, or if you want to turn ortho on. Yan, somewhere here. Pwede po. Sa taas, banda doon, pwede, or dito. Click, enter. Okay? You can also do copy na merong specified na distance and angle. But what we did earlier was just picking anywhere. But as we go along, we will be encountering copying with specific distance and angle. Next is move. So, parang ganun din siya with copy. Meron siyang base point, meron siyang direction, meron siyang distance. But this time is to relocate. So, this is the icon naman. Move. Click. So, select this, enter. So, you pick from the base point or hawakan and you want, say you wanted it to move papunta doon, going east. So, let's say you wanted it 5 drawing units. 5, enter. That's 5 going east or going right from the source point or from the base point. So, ayun siya, na-move po. Okay? So, you can do that. Depende kasi. If you want a straight movement, you can turn ortho on. Kung hindi naman, you can turn ortho off. Or if you want, you can Sabi ko nga, you can specify exact amount, exact distance, exact angle. So we will be encountering those as we go along with the semester. Next is mirror. Mirror is to duplicate objects in a reverse manner. So reverse, ibig sabihin pabaliktad. Okay, kunwari, I have here L. Yan. Tapos, i-copy ko lang to. Burahin ko lang. Yan. So, command ako ng MI for mirror. Enter. So, again, if you pick a point and then you guide your cursor going left or lower left, that is window selection. Basta tinamaan po yung object, selected siya. Now, if you pick from a point sa bandang left and you guide your cursor going right or lower right, that is window selection. So, dapat buong masa-select po yung object. So, click enter when you're done selecting. And then the command prompts you to specify first point of mirror line. So, you will be creating a mirror line. And when we say line, we need 2 points to connect para maging line siya. Okay? So, click from here and click sa baba. And enter. There you go. You were able to duplicate that object in a reverse manner. So, that is very convenient as compared to manual drafting. Okay? Next is fillet. This is not fillet. Fillet kasi is in culinary wherein you debone a meat. Wherein in AutoCAD, we say it fillet. So, this is to clean corners. Same with chamfer. Okay? So, lagay lang ako dito. Enter. Oh, sorry. Yan. Burahin ko lang yung ibang objects para malinis yung space natin dito. Okay? So, copy ko lang yon. And F, enter. Currently, meron siyang radius na 50. So, lagay ko muna sa 0. Kasi yun naman yung default. Enter. If the radius is 0 and then you select this and this, fillet radius 0, that will fix a corner. Pareho din siya ng chamfer. Say CHA, enter for the shortcut. Naka-distance siya ng 50 tsaka 50. No? So, ilagay lang muna natin sa 0. Ito. Second distance, chamfer 0. And pick and pick. So, ayun siya. Nag-fix sila. Pareho. Now, let's go back with the radius and with the first and second distance option. So, F, enter. For the radius, maglagay tayo ng click radius here. Let's say value of 1, enter. Select first object. So, select this and that. Okay? So, nag-ground po siya. Masyado siya malaki. Let's do another one. F, enter. Change the radius. Make it 0.5 instead. Enter. So, select this and select that. So, nag-round po yung corner. And then, nagtanong siya ng radius kasi this corner has been rounded by an arc which is part of a circle that has a radius of 0.5. Okay? Be careful pag kasi masyado malaki yung radius compared dun sa mga objects na finifilet mo, hindi po siya magiging possible. Okay? So, double check your distances before you specify the radius. For the chamfer, CHA, enter. Let's go with the distance. Specify first chamfer distance, that is, 0.5 na din. Enter. Second chamfer distance, 0.5. Enter. So, click. And, ayun siya. Okay? You see the gray area. Yun nandito. Ayun yun. Kumbaga, nag-cut siya ng 0.5 from this corner. Kinat niya to, kinat niya din yon at kinonect niya. So, to create a beveled corner. Okay? So, another one is rotate, which is hindi naman ganun ka-foreign sa inyo si rotate. But let's see. We have a rectangle here. I-move ko lang dito sa gitna. RO, enter. Select this object. Enter. You click as your base point. Ayan. If your ortho is on, again, pag ortho, naka-on yan, limited lang po tayo on every 90-degree movement. Okay? So, let's turn it off. Okay? So, you can rotate on every 1 degree on any angle. But you can also specify exact amount. Let's say 45. So, ito siya. Okay? Next is align. So, I will be doing another rectangle. AL for align. Select this. Enter. Sabi niya, specify first source point. This is the source point and this is the destination point. Ayan. You are prompted on the command line. So, select this. And then, select this also and click. Okay? Then, nagtatanong siya ng another set of point kasi pwede hanggang third sets of points. But, usually applicable yun sa 3D. So, let us just press enter to continue. And then, select objects based on alignment points. If magno-no kayo, this object will retain or will remain on its original size. But let us click yes and see what happens. There you go. Okay? So, lumiit siya based po dun sa destination points or nag-scale siya. Pag nag-scale yan, either mag-shrink yan or mag-enlarge. Okay? Next is we have break. Bihira ko lang po na nagagamit si break, but let us see how it works. Say we have a straight line. Yan. And then BR. Enter. Or a diagonal line pala, sorry. BR. So, select object to break. And second breakpoint, ayan. Kung if you want to cut it, pwede sa midpoint and doon. So, you broke a line. Counterpart niya is join, which is J, enter. Select this and that. Enter. So, that is join. Okay? Extend. Okay? Extend, ibig sabihin you're going to lengthen something. Okay? Sabihin natin meron akong line. And let's say I have another line here. Okay. So, let's wait a little while. Naghang siya ng konti. Okay, again, that's extend. Yun. Let's just copy. Yan. Okay. Extend, ibig sabihin you're going to lengthen an object on a specific boundary or extension line. Okay, yan. So, the command is ExEnter. Say, I want it to extend until here. Pwede. So, after selecting this, enter, and click this. Okay? Enter. Pwede din, EX, enter, enter. So, dalawa siya. So, every time na kiniklik mo siya at meron siya na detect na boundary na pwede siya mag-extend, nag-extend siya. Now, let's undo that. Let's undo the command. EX, enter. Sabi niya, select object hanggang saan ka mag-extend. Say hanggang dito. So, select na natin siya. Enter. And another enter. Ibig sabihin, you're done specifying boundary kung hanggang saan mag-extend yung object na to. Then, you click the object. So, isang click lang, extended na siya hanggang doon. Unlike yung pa isa-isa ka pa. Okay? That's better. And, if we have extend, hindi lang siya nasama dito. If break and join are counterparts, so extend naman po yung counterpart niya is trim or TR. Enter. Sabi niya, select cutting edge. So, hanggang saan ka magka-cut. So, yung object na in-extend natin kanina, we want to trim it, we want to cut it dito, sa part na to. So, this is my cutting edge, okay? So, select, enter, and click this. And that's it. But I can no longer trim here kasi ito lang yung ginawa kong cutting edge or reference niya to cut. Okay? But I can undo that or escape and Control Z to undo. So that is TR, enter. I want to cut the object until here, enter, and click. Okay? So, depende dun po sa in-specify mong cutting edge kung paano siya magti-trim or magka-cut. Okay? So, I will undo the action. Another option for trim and for extend also is by typing the command and press enter twice. Okay? So, pag ganon, basta mayroon siyang chance na mag-trim, nagtitrim siya. And while your trim command is active, you can hold your shift and that's your extend command. Okay? So, counterpart. Okay? So, enter. Next is explode. Okay? We have a rectangle here which is a polyline entity. When we say polyline entity, it is an object na kahit ilang segment siya, considered lang siya as one object. So, whatever you do with, for example, in-erase mo, sinelect mo siya dito sa segment na to, selected na siya buo automatic and may-erase na siya kasi isang object lang siya. Okay, now you can convert it into individual segments by this command, explode. This is the icon. So, you can click it and then sabi niya, select object. Yan. So, buo pa siya, oh, kasi pag sineselect ko siya, selected siya lahat. So, click and enter. And individual segments na lang. Okay? So, that is explode. If you want to undo it, just Control Z to cancel the last action. Okay? Next one, we have offset. Okay. So, that is O, enter. Magtatanong siya ng distance. Sabihin natin 0.25. Enter. Look at this one. Hindi natin in-explode yung rectangle na to. That's why pag sinelect ko siya at in-offset, buo siya. Unlike the rectangle which we exploded earlier, when I click this, yung segment na lang po yun, na yun, yung nag-o-offset or affected ng modification. Okay? Pwede siyang actually, select natin to ellipse. And when I select that, meron siya multiple option. So, click multiple option and click palabas. Click ng click ng click. Okay, hindi na siya pwede sa paloob at isa pa. Kasi it's too small na. Okay? So, enter. And the command is still active. So, try natin to. Okay, so enter and enter. So that's offset. That is to duplicate objects in a manner that you will be specifying a distance. Next is stretch. Okay, let's see. We have a rectangle ulit dito. And the shortcut for stretch is S, enter, select objects. Say you pick from here. Okay? So, pag stretch, preferably, gamit mo is cross selection. The one you pick going to the left, lower left of your object. And it's also advisable that when you do the stretch command, you only select a portion of the object or objects. Okay? For example, ito, portion lang. Itong part na to yung sinelect ko. So, enter. And specify base point of displacement. So, I will be picking from the midpoint. Pwede siyang i-stretch papunta doon or dito. Yan. Okay? And what happens naman if I selected it buo? S, enter. I will be picking from here papunta dito. Click, enter. Click the midpoint as your basement or base point, sorry. And hindi siya nag-i-stretch or humahaba. What happens is nagmo-move lang siya. That's why when you do the stretch command, make sure again, portion lang po. Okay? Next one is scale. So when we say scale, we are talking about the size of an object. Either we shrink it or enlarge it. Okay? Let's create a circle here with a radius of 1. Move natin siya ng konti. Okay, yan. I will be copying the circle. Masyado siya malaki. Let's do another one. C, enter. 0.5 na lang for the radius. So, let's copy. Let's put one here. Naghahang, wait lang. Yan. Okay. So, scale. Class, this is the original object. Ito yung sukat ng original object na dinuplicate natin magkabilaan. Okay? So, let's do C, enter. Sorry, SC for scale, enter. Select object. I will be selecting this, enter. Specify base point. So, I will be picking here. Okay, when I click that, magtatanong siya ng scale factor. By default, all of the objects in AutoCAD has a scale factor of 1. Okay, 1 yon. Now, let's say yung circle na to na currently selected, we want to enlarge it by 50% from its original scale or original size. Ang gawin natin, scale factor is 1 and 50% of 1 is 0.5. So, i-add natin si 1 siya kasi 0.5. That's a total of 1.5. Okay? So, 1.5, enter. So, this is the original object. This one was enlarged by 50%. So, you see the difference? The remaining circle, sabihin natin we want to scale it or to shrink it by 25% from the original scale factor of 1. So, select and enter. Specify base point. Click dito. And then specify scale factor. Again, we want to shrink it by 25%. So, the 25% of 1 is 0.25. So, when you subtract that, that is 1 minus 0.25, that is 0.75. Enter. So, there you go. This is the original object. So, this one was enlarged by 50% and the last one was shrink by 25%. Okay? And we have several more for array. Okay. So, gawa lang ako ng, sabihin natin, chair. Okay? Yan. Tapos, lagyan natin siya ng backseat or backrest. Yan. Pwede natin siyang i-fillet. F or sabihin natin 1. Bakit ayaw niya? Wait lang. Okay. So, F or let's make it 0.05 for the fillet radius. Yan. Okay, and then for this rectangle, we're going to convert this grip or this segment into an arc. There you go. And convert to arc. Yan. Stretch natin siya ng konti. Yan. And gamitan natin siya ng rectangular array. Marami yung array. We actually have 3 ways to array an object, but let's start first with rectangular. So, AR, enter. Select object. So, you pick from here, going lower right. Make sure that the object is fully selected, or again, you can pick from here down there as long as it is crossed by the selection. So, enter. So, click rectangular. Okay, so mula po sa isang upuan, this is now your rectangular array. So, by default, meron siyang 4 columns, meron siyang 3 rows. Ayan. 1, 2, 3 rows. Columns, column 1, column 2, column 3, and column number 4. Okay? Pwede silang dagdagan. Say you wanted it 6, enter. And for the rows, you wanted it 6 also, enter. Ayan. Meron siyang distance between columns. Currently, nasa 0.86 siya. But if you want the distance of 1 between columns, center to center yan you just press enter. If you want the distance between rows to be 1.5, enter. So, ganyan po. Okay? So, that is rectangular array. Very convenient to use. So, enter ko lang. Select natin to. Pwede pa silang bawasan. Ayan o. This is to add more rows, that arrow. Ito naman, this is to adjust the spacing. Yan. You can always do this even the array command is terminated provided you do not explode the arrayed objects. Okay, so same, you can add more columns. You can adjust the spacing. Dito yung spacing niya, class. Okay. Or somewhere here. Okay? So that is rectangular array. Next one is polar array. This is nice. Let's say I'm going to create an arc. Okay. And AR enter. You pick from here and there, enter. Select natin yung polar. And it will ask you to specify center point. So click here. Oh, that is your polar array. Pabilog siya magka-copy. It looks like a top view of a plant. And items. So we have a total of 6 sets of items. You can make it 12 if you want. Or if you want 20, enter. Or maybe just 4. Okay? Or maybe 10. Again, depende sa preference ninyo. Okay? And then, angle between set of items is equivalent to 36. And yung isang buong ikot po is 360 degrees. But if you want to make it half, say 180, enter. Yun siya. If you want to make it 270 lang, pwede din po. Or say 45 degrees. So, if you fit niya doon. Okay? So, again, depended dun sa settings mo dito on how the object will look like. Let's go back with 360 and change your item into 15. Okay? So, click close array. When the array command is terminated, as long as the object is not exploded, you can always select this object and edit more dito. Usually, ito lang naman yung mga pinapalitan. Okay? Next is path array. Okay. So, select natin to. Yan. Let's scale it to make it smaller. Let's say 0.25. And let's make a spline. Let's see. Nagahang. Wait. Okay, there you go. Nagahang na naman. Okay, so let's do that. SPL. Ayaw niya. Okay, I'll just escape. I'll use arc instead. Okay, so AR, enter. I-move ko to somewhere here. AR, enter, select the object. And select objects, enter, and enter array type. So let's see path, and this one. There you go. So, ganda. You can actually change the items, several, currently we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, ito po. So, pwede siyang dagdagan dito. Okay? But let us just exit to appreciate this nice drafting technique. Okay? And last are grips. So, grips, we are already familiar with them. For example, ito, meron siyang grip na ganon. You can modify it. Okay? Sandali, ayaw niya. Yan, okay? So, those are the purpose of grips. Say this one. Okay? And then, we have another one, yung draw order. Okay, kunwari nag-hatch ako or GD, yan. Dito, yan. Tapos, nag-hatch din ako. Say, itong bricks or, yeah, hanapin natin yung bricks. Click. Tapos, adjust ko. Okay, just simply use this, yan. And close hatch creation. So, there are chances na, for example, yung hatch, Hindi mo siya nakikita, pero alam mo na create. Yan, for example, ganyan. So what you can do is select the gradient, select it with no command in progress, and do the right click, and then draw order, and send to back. So parang ganun din. You can also select the hatch or either the gradient ulit, select draw order. You have several options. Okay? So that is draw order. And the last four for this set of commands, we have area, distance, ID, and list. Okay? Let's see this circle. Okay? AA, enter, object, select this. Okay. So, andito yung area niya. It's 1.76 drawing units. Circumference is 4.771. Circumference is the length nung kabuuan ng circle pag gina-stretch mo siya. Okay? So, you don't have to do the pi r square. Another thing, sige, let's create a rectangle and another rectangle. Okay? So, say we want to get the area of this one. Instead of getting the area of this and subtracting this or whatever means that you have, let's just use AA again, enter. Specify corner point, just pick the 4 points. Make sure that OSNAP is on. Enter. So this is the area of that enclosed part. This is the perimeter or total of all sides. Okay? And next, distance. So, dali lang yan, DI enter. If you want to know the measurement between 2 points, you can, instead of doing dimensioning, we have a separate topic for dimensioning. So, wag muna tayo doon. Anyway, distance. So, click and click. So, that is the distance of those 2 points. Okay, very useful, lalo na pag nag-estimate ka. ID. Okay, ID is just to know the coordinates of a point in your screen. ID, enter. Kunwari, kunin natin yung center point. O, eto siya. You have value for X and for Y, again, in respect to your user coordinate system based sa Cartesian plane. Okay? And one of the useful command also is list. So, let's type LI. Enter. Select object. So, select natin to. Okay, and enter. So, lilitaw po yung information about that object. It is a circle. Okay, under layer 0. Again, meron po tayong separate topic for layering. It was drawn under model space. So, ito po yan, model space. Handle. Sa program na po ito. Medyo technical na siya. Center point po niya when in respect to X and Y axis, andyan din po. Radius and circumference and the area. Okay? So that completes the modify commands and the very useful commands for inquiry. Thank you.